Hi everyone, welcome to I Make Stuff. This week we're going to be using more resin molds that we were talking about last week. I am using extra resin that was left over from my previous project from last week, and that resin is Pro-Marine resin. Pro-Marine resin is equal part resin that people can use to make jewelry as well as tabletop surfaces. So I wanted to use the extra resin for different tests. So what I'm going to do actually is going to be making some earrings, some pendants, and I'm going to be using some alcohol ink to dye the resin just to see how it works. So I am going to put about 1 to 2 drops of my alcohol ink. This is from Tim Holtz. I'm just going to drop it in. I did 2 drops. I got 1 on the table actually. So let's wipe that up. Okay, then I'm going to mix it in. I chose blue because blue is my favorite color. And it looks very dark already. And I'm slowly mixing it because I don't want to introduce too many air bubbles. So now that has thoroughly been mixed, I'm going to also add a little bit of glitter. My husband doesn't love glitter, but I like playing with it, and we'll just see how this works. So I added about 2 shakes of glitter in there. And I'm just going to mix that in again. And then, as I mentioned before, I have these sets of earrings from Wish. I bought 2 different sets because it comes with 4 different shapes in each set. I did not want to have to just guess on the color and try to match it, so I'm going to just put all of these out onto the table. I might pour some onto the table, but I am using a silicone mat, so if it does get on the table, all I have to do is just wait for it to cure onto the silicone mat and then peel it off later. Okay, so my resin is mixed. Then I'm going to slowly pour it into these molds. So as I mentioned, I knew I was going to pour it onto the table by mistake. I'm going to have to figure out a better way to deal with the extra resin that pours onto the table. Because the earring molds are overflowing, I'm going to use a craft stick to scrape off the extra. And here I'm just going to pour this into the molds. And I have more, so I'm still going to make another mold. Okay, so there's a little bubble in here. Let's see if I can force it out. Okay, so now I have all of my molds filled up, and I'm going to put this onto the side and let it cure. This is my first time working with resin as well as mixing things into resin, so I'm pretty excited to see how this will come out. So I'm going to completely wash my hands again and then move the molds over. We'll wait for it to cure, and then we will see how they come out. So my resin has cured. This is the blue resin with the little glitter inside, and I had used all of the molds that I bought from Wish. So what we're going to do now is remove them from the molds. I have already removed 2, so here are the 2 necklace pendants from these 2 molds. I'm going to remove the other ones and then also finish up my little earrings. So I'm just going to push down and try to get the resin out without ripping the resin mold. So here is another one. That one actually was super easy to remove. Number 4. This is pretty cool. This is just a rectangle. It'll be really nice with some flowers inside. And here's the last one. And that's another easy one to remove. I think I did a pretty good job for the first time. I don't have many bubbles inside, and they're full solid pieces. So I'm pretty excited about that. So the other ones are these tiny little earring molds, and they're very, very easy to remove. So I'm just going to remove them. So here I have my little earrings, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take some E600 glue, and I also have some earring studs. So I have plastic as well as stainless steel. I actually have allergic reaction to a lot of different types of metals, so that's why I bought plastic earrings. So if you guys can use whatever earring studs that you want, as long as you don't have allergic reaction to them. So I'm going to choose plastic, and it also comes with a little stoppers at the end, so to keep them in your ears. Then I'm going to now use the glue to attach the stud to the back of the earring. So I'm going to choose the cat ones because I love cats. And I'm going to put the back side up. And I know that they're back side up because it looks like the front of the little earring actually shows the glitter a little bit better. So I'm going to put them face down. Then I'm going to use the glue. I'm actually going to use a little piece of resin here to apply it to the stud so I don't get it on my finger. Just get a little bit more. Just so that I make sure that it's going to stick. Press that down. Just gonna leave that to the side. Get a little bit more. For the second earring, stick it on and then push it in. So I'm just gonna leave this to the side. I'll make the other earrings anyway, since I'm already here, as well as the glue keeps squirting out of the tube. That's what I hate about these metal tubes. If you push just a little bit, it's just gonna keep squirting out. So you might as well just use it. So here we are, they are glued onto these studs. I am going to wait for them to dry before I put them into my ears, but I am pretty excited about these because these molds were so cute. The only problem was they were stuck in customs for a month, so I actually had to wait for them to arrive in order to make this video. But I am super excited about them. Cute little earrings that I can make and make them whatever color I want. So if I decide to make them purple tomorrow, I can make them purple. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I am going to put down what I used for this tutorial. I know you can buy this mold on Amazon. It's a lot more expensive than Wish, but like I said, I waited one whole month for these. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I am pretty excited about working with resin, and I am going to be working with this a lot more. And with that, I will see you guys next week.